We're in Dublin and we're trying to eat as many spice bags as we can.
That's our goal today, is that we're gonna hit 3 different spots that we've researched thoroughly on Reddit about what's really good. And we'll take you around and then rate each bag. But there's gonna be rules.
What's the rules?
That we always have to get like a takeaway bag. So it has to be in the bag, like we're not gonna ever have it eaten. And it always has to be chicken, chips, and curry sauce. Yeah, this is a unique amalgamation of cuisines here in Dublin. You can't find this anywhere else.
Top of the morning. First spice bag of the day.
Yes. Our
xi'an
aim.
street food.
This one's been really well rated on Reddit.
Walking to a park to eat the spice bag.
Have a look at this. Spicy bag. Look how big it is. It's hefty. Found this really nice garden close by. And we're gonna try and find a place to eat our spicy bag. What is this bird?
Here she is, the first spice bag of the day from xi'an street food. Got some small curry sauce. Open it up. Get that spice bag open.
Nice, yes.
Yeah, the chippies, the chicken.
Wow. And then the curry sauce.
Oh yes. Pour it on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. This is the iconic thing we've been waiting
Curry
for.
Saturday night.
That's a really good piece of chicken. Look, full
Fibers
crisp.
in there. Yeah.
You can taste the sugar, MSG, chili flakes, cumin, as well as some type. I mean, the curry sauce flavors coming through as well. Yeah, maybe garlic powder. We're not sure, but this is delicious so far.
Just the raw chip. Yeah, I mean it's good. It's good. It's just like a comfort food. Nice, you know, warming potato. It's not spicy at all, really, but it's got a good flavor. Yeah. Real fibrous chicken. Crunchy too.
But it's tender.
Fibrous in that it's not like processed chicken, like a chicken nugget or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really get anything like this in Australia. Like you can order a big batch of chips, but I don't think you can get spice chips anywhere.
Yeah, but I think the most delicious part is like, you know, there's like multiple layers of flavor. There's like the onion, there's like bits of onion that are fried in there. Yeah, the chicken's like actual like big chunks.
And we've got to eat this whole spice bag. Spam, are you going to be able to eat the whole spice bag?
It's so good. I like it more than HSP. What about you, Rice?
Like it more than HSP? I don't know, I'm not prepared to say it's better than HSP yet. That's a big ask. All right, we might upset some viewers.
But for me, it's because I like the Chinese influence of flavors. Because I much prefer a dry spice rather than smothered in sauce, which is what the HSP is. And I also like fried chicken. So I've just been sold.
Yeah, the challenge is we've got to get through this entire spice bag or we're in big trouble. Spam was saying that we're going to take leftover spice bags on the plane home.
Because the border security here is nothing.
I don't know if this spice bag is going to last too well though. Real spice bag on our Saturday night.
Seriously impressed by this chicken. It's like super light, crunchy, airy, and full of like a nice cut of chicken breast. It's really full.
You're getting full, are you?
Because it's just like chicken and chips.
It's only the first spice bag of the day. We're only halfway through.
Maybe we need to just eat half of a bag.
No. We're going to get through the whole bag. Look at this. Look at this. Our first one's about to be polished off. I'm just going to finish this potato. Alright, so what do we rate the xi'an street food spice bag?
So we have nothing to compare it to. So at the moment we need to rate it on 3 things. First is flavor. Second is texture. Third is value.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the flavor. I was addicted to it. I'd say 9.
I would have to agree with that. Maybe 9 or 9.5, but this might change at the end.
Texture?
Texture was a 10 for me because the chicken was perfectly battered. You know, it was like a thin coating. It had like a light, crispy batter. I feel like it was like almost a Taiwanese chicken batter, which has a little bit of chew to it from the tapioca starch. So texture for me is a 10 for the chicken, but then the chips could have been a bit soggy. I like soggy chips. I would say because maybe the chips were 8, I'm gonna weight it to 9.
For value, so it was 10.5 euros, which for us, about Australian dollars, it's about 17 or 18. I feel like these days to get a big HSP, you do need to spend about that, or maybe even a little bit more these days. They used to be like 15 bucks or less back in the day, but I reckon that's decent value. Between 2 people, I mean, you're full, right?
Yeah, I'm really full. I'm stuffed.
I'm full. You could say there could be more chicken because it is definitely a lot of chips.
Yeah, that's true actually.
Look, we've got a friend here trying to get a piece of the spice bag.
It's gone, sorry.
It's a big gull too.
Yeah, it's massive. It's almost like a toucan. So our value in total, I might even give it a 7.
Really?
Well, because I think it was really filling, but as you just said, there could have been more chicken.
See, maybe, yeah, we'll give it a 7 for now. So 997, what weights to 8.33.
Yes, our total for xi'an street food spice bag is 8.33.
So we're walking around Phoenix Park here. We haven't even got inside yet, but we've spotted a buck, I believe, a male deer. We're not even in the park right now, we're just walking along this footpath. In the 19th century Dublin, there was a fire that started and it got to the whiskey factory, and this whiskey was so strong and flammable that it caught fire. So there was whiskey flowing through the streets on fire. The thing is, no one died because of the fire, but 13 people died of alcohol poisoning because they were scooping up the whiskey from the streets, knocking it back. The problem was the whiskey wasn't actually ready for consumption. It wasn't suitable. It wasn't, you know, the odd 40% alcohol. It was, I don't know, 70, 80 plus. It was just rocket fuel, and 13 people died of alcohol poisoning. The buck stops here. That's Spam. Who lives here?
The president
Of where?
of Southern Ireland.
Southern Ireland.
Yeah.
Ireland.
Ireland. The Republic of Ireland.
Is Ireland in the UK?
No.
Oh, well done. Passed the test.
Yeah, no problem.
And we've been walking through Phoenix Park and we found the deer. There's probably more people than deer. We've found the cross. We are saved. You inspired?
Yes.
We are on our way to try our second spice bag of the day at New Lamb's Takeaway. How are you feeling for the next spice bag?
Honestly, I'm still recovering from the first.
You're in trouble, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in
You're
trouble.
in trouble. It's 6:15. That last spice bag was 5 hours ago.
Yes, I realised I need variation in my diet.
We've made it to New Lamb's. It's super bustling in there. There are a heap of chubby looking guys out the front at the start, but they've spread out. And the wholesome spice bag lovers are in. The next lot of Irish Chinese food from New Lamb's. Now we have veered away from the spice bags here, but this is still authentic Irish Chinese food. This is a 4-in-1. We've got the chicken. We've got the chips, got the rice in here. I think that's fried rice, curry sauce, peppers on there. So yeah, let's have a try. Ooh. Curry sauce is a lot thicker than the last one.
First, let's try chip.
How is it?
It's a lot saltier, I'd say, than the first one.
You're struggling with the salt, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm struggling. I need more water. The chicken's nice and crispy, but I definitely think it's a bit chewier and a lot saltier.
Yeah, but I think maybe because it's got more curry sauce on it.
Maybe if I get into the rice. You can see the rice down here. So if I get some of the rice and maybe some of the chicken. See? That's a good bite. It has to be eaten with the rice and the chips so that you get the carb.
Yeah, the rice is good to dilute the salt a bit. I like it. I just think maybe we're a bit tired of the salt from the first one. I still really enjoy it. Like, I reckon if this is your first Irish Chinese meal of the day,
Yeah, true.
I reckon we'd be enjoying it more.
Yeah, I actually think that once you have the rice with the chicken, it's not so salty. I think it's because the first bite I had was just covered in that curry sauce. It's still a really unique meal.
It's still a bit crispy and crunchy, but maybe less chicken than the first one we had.
And less tender.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
But it is spicier, so I can taste
True,
a bit more
yeah, it does
spice.
have spice. More spice and more of that saucy curry flavour, I think.
Yeah, can you see any of the chili? Can you see, is that chili flakes on your chicken? No way.
It's just like little, like,
Yeah, you can see.
powdery chili, I think.
But you know, I can definitely
Yeah,
taste more
yeah.
of the heat, which I really enjoy more.
Yeah, nice. We have found
The peppers.
the peppers. So that's a little bit of difference from xi'an with their sauce. Obviously we have ordered a different thing, but I like that there's peppers in it because originally I think the spice bag is meant to have peppers and onions.
And there's a fresh chili flavour too, which is better about this one.
Yeah, so you can see the fresh chili, the pepper, the onion, and the chicken. It grows on you.
Also, we did skimp out and get the small here, but that's because we couldn't take any more. But hey, it's still a meal.
But we're still gonna get another one.
Exactly. So this was a small, but still €6.50, which I think is still pretty good value. Because if this was one person finishing this off,
Yeah, I think.
that's really good value. Done. Irish Chinese meal number 2.
We enjoyed a curry on our Saturday night.
We're just in a random suburb. That's hilarious. It's just a random suburb and there's a horse on a cart.
And it's sprinting too.
Alright, what do you rate the meal?
If I actually compare it to other food, I'd give it a solid 7.5. The spice came through, the peppers were fresh and the onions were young. But the chicken definitely was a bit drier and the curry sauce was a bit too smothered. That was the dominant flavour.
Walked into an interesting alley down the Temple Bar area. I'd rather trust a dealer on a badly lit street corner than a criminal in a 3-piece suit.
Exactly. And then look, affirmations.
Alright, what were you telling me before?
So I've decided that with xi'an street food, that was my preferred meal. But the second meal at New Lambs, the concept wins. It just wasn't executed in the way that I would have enjoyed it more. But if it was executed better, then I would probably have chosen New Lambs.
I think I mostly agree. The second one had better potential with
The concept.
a bit more curry sauce, more fresh chili flavour.
And the rice.
Yeah, but it's just probably a bit too salty, but it was spicier for sure. So yes, better in concept, but I think if I was to get one again, I would get that first spice bag. So
You can't beat the quantity of that first spice bag. Like the size of the chicken, the juiciness, the crispy crust.
if the first spice bag is staying at about 8.33 out of 10, the second one, what, like 7, 7.5?
Yeah, or 7.
7. Alright, 7 out of 10, but had potential.
But like,
Tastes very different in Dublin. Very good.
it's a shit show. Because like, I don't have anything else or anything like that. So I just
Yeah, it tastes better than the one I've had before.
Nice bit.
Yeah.
What did you think of your Guinness?
Delicious and perfectly portioned for me. Because I did not need more than the half pint, I think, because it started to get better.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I had the whole pint and super creamy and smooth at the start, but I think I did struggle for that last third, the dregs.
Yeah, the dregs. You're not
you call
supposed to
it.
drink the dregs. That's what some
Apparently.
wise Scottish woman told me.
So I struggled on that a little bit, but I'd say, yeah, I mean, best Guinness I've had. Can't say it wasn't.
Our goal now is to go and get an Irish coffee. This is a Powers Irish whiskey. Can I try it? Creamy.
Well, I tasted was cream. I'm sorry, Ireland. I'm sorry, but we miserably failed on the Irish coffee.
We're ashamed of ourselves.
Couldn't finish it.
But we had to walk
They
away.
were rough. It was really rough.
I was like, if I had to do any more, we would feel ill.
Yeah,
And I
it was
think-
pretty bad.
I'm sure it was a pretty good Irish coffee. It's just that we couldn't finish
It was just the taste of two bitter things, the black coffee and whiskey.
But we had
So-
Powers whiskey. I don't know if that had an effect on it.
Yeah, maybe
Like
it wasn't
it.
the Jameson.
But yeah.
It just wasn't milky enough. Once we got
Or
past
sweet
the
enough.
cream, it was all over.
But that's okay. We still try. We got through halfway. And now our spice bag hunger is back up.
We have trekked through a Dublin suburb in the middle of the night. It's not busy at all.
Nice
but
and
we've
rainy.
found our last destination for our final Irish Chinese meal of the day. And it's Summer Inn.
Yes.
Summer Inn Asian food.
Large 3-in-1. chicken balls.
This is the combo meal we're getting for $12.50. Here's the meal in a beautiful blue bag.
Yeah, really well packaged, really good brand.
Probably a bit over packaged for what it is, but
But look, it's even got a Velcro opening thing. Wow. And it's fully insulated inside. It's definitely made for delivery. So here, there's like 2 of the chicken balls. It's nice and hot.
chicken balls.
And then they've also got 1 of the spring rolls. And then, yeah, there's the same 4-in-1 combo meal that we ordered last year, like for lunch. And let's see how it looks. Let's just place that there. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. The chicken chunks are really nice, but there's no salt or chili or flavor looking stuff on it. It's just gravy. Let's try.
Does the curry sauce carry it? Is it too hot? Hey, water, get water.
The chicken is really good, but the only flavor is the curry sauce, and then there's the chips, and then there's the rice at the bottom. But yeah. Pretty good. I think you'll like it.
All right, chunk of chicken.
It's hot, man. Probably the best chicken.
Oh
I've had. Yeah.
Yeah, really tender chicken. I don't know if you can see much, but really tender, and it's not crunchy, but it's kind of fresh. I feel like it's pretty freshly.
It's really fresh, yeah.
Freshly fried. Yeah, chip. Yeah, and the curry sauce, I reckon, is the creamiest we've had.
So rice
Nice.
has got a nice brown tint. It's yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot creamier. Yeah. I feel
Probably the best.
yeah.
It reminds me of like the perfect mix when the sauce goes onto the chicken. That's like super coated and Chinese style coating, which has like the tapioca starch in it. It merges together to be a beautiful bite. Obviously, I think they're completely different things, like the spice bag versus the 4-in-1, because this doesn't have the chili salt on it. If you want like a curry, a really nourishing, fulfilling meal, this is really good. Yum. So we're gonna try one of these chicken balls. Ooh.
Chicken ball.
Let's see how much chicken's in here. Ready?
Must be from a rooster. Chicken ball.
Oh, wow. That's so good.
What is it? Damn, oh yeah, it's real chicken, yeah.
It's so crispy out on the outside, and it's filled with like a really nice tender chicken, like real piece of chicken in the middle.
Wow.
It's kind of slightly sweet, but reminds me of like a Chinese donut on the outside.
Chicken ball. Oh, yeah, it's really unique, yeah. And it's just mostly plain chicken, but it doesn't taste plain. It's like
It's salty and peppery. If you look at the cross section here, it's incredibly like thin and airy donut batter on the outside.
yeah.
So it's really yum.
And there's enough moisture in there that it's not too dry. Or anything. Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Dip it in the curry sauce. Damn.
Really good. What a highlight. And last but not least, we have the spring roll.
Quick, before the camera goes flat, eat it.
It's really well flavored, filled with lots of like cabbage and carrot.
Is it a veggie spring roll?
It's veggie. Really yum.
Nice and fresh, yeah.
Everything's really fresh here.
I like it. Nice and fresh, big spring roll. It doesn't blow me away as much as the chicken ball, but it's a solid spring roll for sure.
I'm impressed by how fresh everything is. Solid meal to end our 24 hours in Dublin.
Will we get through the final meal though? Look at that. All done.
And that was my favorite.
Only eating Irish Chinese food in a whole day.
We got to try everything. The spice bag, the 4-in-1, and the chicken balls.
We did it. We only ate Chinese food in Ireland for an entire day.
Yes. And what's your verdict?
I think I enjoyed this one the most.
Yeah, it was the most fresh. Is that right?
Yeah, maybe the most fresh. The chicken balls were unique. The curry sauce was the creamiest.
The spring roll was also delicious too, like fresh and crunchy veggies. You can taste the pepper. That was delicious and perfect for like 2 people too.
I mean, it's a bit more expensive than the other 2 meals we had, but still pretty good value when you throw in the chicken balls and the spring
And we
roll.
also got a drink included in that meal deal. So I actually think it was better value than the 4-in-1 that we got from New Lamb's.
That was only €6 though.
But that was half the size and you didn't get a drink. And here this is double. and you got a drink, and you got chicken balls and a spring roll.
This could be better if maybe they did add some more pepperiness to it.
Yeah, but then
Maybe.
I think that's because we didn't choose the sweet, like the salt chili one. There's also an option to have the salt chili one, but it didn't come with the rice. So that's why we chose
Anyway,
the rice.
what are we rating it quick?
9.5.
9.5.
It's
What
so
about
fresh.
9?
I would stand my ground on 9.5 because I think that the
Well-
freshness is what.
We agree that it was the best.
Oh, it's a wooden spoon. Stick looking for it. What is this weird Quidditch?